All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live this Wednesday, early-ish morning New York time, where the markets are still open. Fixed my camera issues. We are back in business. I'm not using the wireless mics at the moment. I was late for the stream. I'm always late for the stream. So I went back to my boom mic, which I know is good, and new background we're going to be trying out. We're going to try to get some of these, more dynamic backgrounds, which is kind of awesome. So hopefully everything is looking great. All right, we're going to start the show off with some charts. Probably should be raining in the background as I'm using the UK. Probably a big mistake on our part. It's hard for me to share this background because it's a video, right? So we'll find a way. Don't worry. Somebody likes the shirt. Thank you. All right. So I already see my moderators asking me a question. What are my thoughts on gas prices? Are we talking about Ethereum gas prices or real gas prices? Because my phone was blowing up last night with news alerts of like gas shortages in the US. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Let's go to the charts. All right. Hey, guys. Oh, before I begin, one more time, shout out to Zuby, who had me on a show. Come on, guys. If my videos can get 10,000 views every single day, I think we can do better than 1.2 thousand views. It was a really good interview. I really, really enjoyed it. And those that keep asking me for the political channel, this is it. Go check it out. We got to talk some politics as well. Awesome channel, awesome Twitter, awesome podcast. Thanks, Zuby, for having me on. Okay, charts. The monthly chart continues to consolidate. I can't believe we're halfway through May. As you can see, the RSI and the MACD are both kind of bullish, so not much of a concern. So what does this blue line represent? Well, this blue line represents my concern level if we drop below this price, well, technically next month, but realistically even this month, okay? Let's move on. Weekly. I restarted my computer, so you have all of these oscillators. The RSI continues to be bearish. That is not a good sign. The MACD continues to be bearish, also not a good sign. And the CMF is, I call this neutral. While it is a bullish CMF, it has been trending down quite heavily. The last couple of times it was trending down this heavily, things did not work out well for Bitcoin. This is going all the way back to early 2018 when the bear market began. And this is August 2019 after the big $14,000 top. So this is not a good sign. But unlike these other two where the price was crashing, we are consolidating. So that is a bit of a good sign. So I'm neutral on the CMF. Clubhouse is on Android. Yeah, I got to set up my account. Trying to take a break from doing all this, streaming. But yeah, everyone keeps talking about Clubhouse. The price action on a weekly scale continues to be inside this triangle. As long as it's inside this triangle, I remain bullish on the price of Bitcoin. On a weekly scale, we are holding the 7-period moving average. We have room at the bottom of this triangle all the way down to $51,000, and we will maintain that weekly bullish momentum as long as we're staying in this bullish triangle. All right, let's move on. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how a year ago the price of oil dropped to negative $40, and today there's an oil shortage. Something wrong in the world if this is the case, right? So daily chart. Daily chart is absolute key right now. Absolute key. We were doing really good early this morning right here. Doing really good early this morning, but now we've pulled back. We are currently working on a third higher daily low, and that's a good sign. I continue to kind of draw this support line. We can draw the best line we can without breaking any of the bodies, touching as many candles as we can. So now I got to find a way to touch this candle without breaking any bodies. Oops, I'm going to do that. So maybe like that. There you go. So now I have touched this candle, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I have not broken any bodies of any candles. If anyone can draw a better trend line, in fact, I can extend this down into that candle, and I still have not broken the bodies of any candle. By the way, the definition of breaking the body is this corner doesn't actually count. As long as I'm going through the middle of the opening price on this candle, I'm okay. For red candles, it's the opposite. It's the closing price. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So as long as I'm going through the opening or opening price on a green candle, on a closing price on a red candle, in a supporting kind of trend line like this one. So as long as the trend line's holding, we're certainly bullish. But for me, as long as we are holding these lows, this low is now my concern line for the daily price action right there. I can even raise it up a smidge, but it depends how tight you want to set your stop losses. Now, if we can close at a new daily high today, I am very happy to raise that bar up to yesterday's swing low. Okay, but for now, we're going to leave our line of concern right there. Short-term time frame. By the way, the MRI is not really useful on any of these. Right here, the MRI is still bearish, but it can flip bullish tomorrow. The weekly chart, we're finally flipping bullish on the MRI, but now we need next week to break us out. So I haven't been mentioning the MRI because it's not very relevant at the moment. Same thing with the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, actually, the MRI is a little bit relevant. We got another green star. This green star wasn't as important to me, mostly because there was a nice MRI buy on the 1-hour chart. We'll check the 1-hour chart in a minute. But right now, I am looking at this 4-hour chart. It's not looking very good. Beautiful buy opportunity on a 4-hour right there, sell right there. And now we just wait. I would not rush into a short trade here, even with the red star. I would stay patient because the weekly is consolidating and the daily is borderline bullish. As usual, I forgot something. Let's go back to the daily, and we're going to take a look at the oscillators. I really like the fact that the funding rate has come down once again and reset. That gives more life to the bulls. The RSI is totally neutral, slightly leaning bullish. The MACD is neutral, slightly leaning bullish as well. And the CMF is actually bullish. So the oscillators are all leaning bullish, which is good for the bullish case for Bitcoin daily chart. I continue to stay patient with GBTC. Someone DM'd me yesterday, and they had a good point. A friend of mine and said, hey, you know, the GBTC premium being this negative and not showing any signs of recovery could potentially be a sign that something is wrong with Grayscale. And I don't want to spread FUD. I don't want to speculate. I am heavily invested in GBTC, but the person is kind of right. It's a little concerning. So it's a little concerning that they have not been able to figure out how to get rid of this negative premium. Okay, I understand why they couldn't get rid of the bullish premium, in that they could only put up so many shares up for sale. But now it's the other way. Okay, now it's the other way. Hey, motorist, you're saying don't get doxxed. Are you talking to me or someone else? Hopefully it's someone else. I don't think I've done anything on this stream to dox myself. I have a horrible habit of doing that all the time. So yeah, so it's concerning. It's concerning that this premium is going down, and I mean, we haven't heard anything about any kind of issues with GBTC, but it's not good. Okay, next. Bitcoin dominance continues to plummet. However, this is still an MRI weekly buy candle, and I am still assuming that the Bitcoin dominance will recover, will start to recover later this week or next week. But yeah, for me, this is a good place for a rebound. We've gone down, you know, not exactly like this, but we've been down there before, and the MRI helped reverse the ship. So let's see if that happens again. Okay, gold. Gold is potentially ready for a pullback or consolidation. As you can see, today is the warning candle on an MRI top and the end of extension C. This extension C is coming from this MRI top here, and we already had an extension A and extension B. So all of the upswing from this MRI top that kicked off the bullish trend has completed, and we have an MRI sell coming up. This is an area to exit your bullish positions. At least I would exit my bullish positions if I wasn't, you know, so heavily invested in Bitcoin. So I don't have gold positions to exit. But if I was more diversified in my portfolio, because I'm still waiting for that Bitcoin breakout, if I was more diversified and I was long gold during this run up, this is where I would be considering exiting. But I could always go back in, assuming I get like a green star candle in a day or two. S&P 500 continues to drop. This is not a surprise to those that have been watching my channel, because I've also talked about the weekly MRI top on the S&P 500 for weeks now. And this candle was not easy to play because I thought it was dropping early in the week, but as it turns out, it started to drop right after the week ended. Some things you just can't control. The RSI is telling you to get out of the market. The MACD is going to tell you to get out of the market if we have another down week. This drop in the S&P 500 has probably contributed to some of Bitcoin's weakness. Daily S&P 500 is not looking good. I don't see much support, and therefore we will probably find support around 4,070 bucks pretty soon. One shitcoin chart I want to mention is Cardano. I haven't been looking at Cardano when I do my shitcoin roundup, but the reason I'm looking at it, and the only reason I'm looking at it, is because of this. The last time Cardano had an MRI top, this is what happened. The damn thing dropped. How much? I'm not even cherry picking the top. Dropped 40% versus Bitcoin the last time it had an MRI top. And lo and behold, here we are on yet another Cardano MRI top. Now, I'm not saying it's going to drop 40%. All I'm saying is the last time this MRI top occurred, we dropped 40%. Now, the last one came along with extensions B, C, and A on consecutive candles. This time, none of that was happening, but here we are. On a weekly scale, it may have some room to run. On a weekly scale, it still has some room. You see, on a weekly scale, this MRI daily top was also coming on an MRI weekly warning. So March 1st was the orange down arrow, the MRI weekly warning. So this last time there was a big daily MRI top. It coincided with the weekly. And the weekly MRI is not too shabby either, because the last time the weekly had an MRI top was July 20th of July 2020. And from that MRI top, Cardano dropped very quickly, 50%, and ultimately 67%. So yeah, you might want to take them a little bit seriously on these MRI tops. You can say, well, this MRI top candle didn't fall anymore. Well, yeah, that's because this ridiculousness already fell 40% by the time this candle ended. So maybe that's so usually when something falls 40%, tends to rebound. All right, that is pretty much it. I want to take a look at the mempool. We were clearing more 1 set per byte transactions. We are almost done with the mempool. I really think this weekend, if we're going into this weekend with 30 blocks going into the weekend, we're going to clear this mempool, and I think that's a good thing. Okay. This, however, is a bad thing. The taproot activation is painfully slow. So many miners are not yet looking to activate taproot. They will have another chance, another 2-week period, but I really wanted to see one of these rows have 90% green boxes, but I guess they don't. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I got to do something real quick. It'll take maybe 30 seconds. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So that's it, unless there's any really good questions. Oh, people want me to take a look at coin. Yeah, I can do that. Did this ever drop the tone Vays 50%? So this is the opening price, and we dropped 33%. But if you take the high of day one, it dropped 41%. So this never dropped 50%, but it came close, dropped 40%. That's kind of my rule on IPOs. And to me, this is an IPO, or it acts and trades like an IPO. So it's an IPO for simplicity's sake. They got earnings coming up, so let's see what happens. All right, real quick. Doge, I don't know. I don't really care. No, nothing. No comment. No comment. Ethereum continues to rise. So now we're bullish on a daily scale versus Bitcoin. So next week is a potential top. What about the weekly? The weekly has a couple of weeks to go. The weekly will have its MRI top in a week or two. Now, what about versus the dollar? Versus the dollar, we have an MRI warning candle. So Ethereum should top next week versus the dollar. And on a daily scale, it's going to top tomorrow versus the dollar. Guys, an Ethereum top's coming. It's coming. Everything is aligning. The dollar version of Ethereum begins tomorrow and goes through all of next week. The Bitcoin version starts end of next week and runs through the following week. So lots of things are coming together on the MRI tops in Ethereum. I mean, I thought they were all coming together on the MRI tops of Ethereum a month ago, or earlier this month, I mean. But hey, this thing kept going higher. Sometimes markets and people are just irrational. And no comments. No comment on Litecoin either. There's not much to comment on. A top could be coming versus Bitcoin. Weekly still has some room. Anyway, I don't want to look through all of them. There was also one more. There was also like the total market cap chart. That's also on an MRI top. I don't really know how to get the total market cap. Is it like total market cap without Bitcoin, like the shitcoin market cap? I don't really know how to do that. Like, where is that? I don't know what the ticker is. I know Zazo knows the ticker because he sent it to me. Actually, let me just see. Let's see. No, I don't have it. Anyway, if you look at the market cap total on TradingView with shitcoins only, you'll also see an MRI top. Total 2. Okay, cool. Thank you. Crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Excellent. So we need, I think, the weekly chart. And I can swear there was an MRI top somewhere here. Monthly? No. Daily? No. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody sent it to me as a picture. Maybe it was total without the 2. That includes Bitcoin. Nope. Doesn't look like it's that either. Okay, so I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was. Tesla's pumping. Man, I haven't looked through my equities list in a long time either. Amazon, Google, Netflix, no comment on these. Ooh, that looks bearish to me. Roku, that looks bearish. People are starting to go outside now that they're all, lining up to get vaccinated. Third MRI top, tanks, Roku, and that's a bearish looking chart. Weekly Roku. I'm on weekly scale. Apple, not bearish yet, but watch out for that break of the low. Tesla doesn't look like it's pumping to me. The weekly chart on Tesla still looks bearish. What about the daily? Daily still looks bearish, guys. This is not a bullish looking chart on Tesla. I don't consider this pumping. The gap was already closed. I mean, Tesla needs to get back all the way above 666. Nice number for me to be bullish Tesla. Final element. I'm not sure who you're replying to, but I agree with the sentiment. Policing the police and stopping mask and vaccine orders is very, very important, though I'm not sure what you were replying to, but I generally agree. Take a look at Mara. Is Mara that miner that mined the block with legit transactions only to learn that everyone will send them illicit transactions, and also that they screwed up and they didn't even properly check? I guess that's the Mara. Not interesting. No comment. Is coin a good buy? No, it's. I'm not saying it's a bad. You wait for earnings. Earnings is coming. Like I have no answer to your question. I would not buy it right now because earnings is coming. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for me. My attempts to keep these videos short continuously fail. Please check out the free tutorial on trading if you are interested in trading on Vays.com. Learn trading. For something a little bit more advanced at a very reasonable price, you can check out the on-demand videos. I recommend the combination of TA and risk for a nice 25% discount. And for the more advanced traders, the MRI is available for a one-time fee. It's not a very cheap fee. It's a $1,000 fee, but this is an advanced indicator for traders that have already shown some profits and I believe know what they're doing. So it's very challenging for you to give discounts on this. And always remember one of my favorite quotes from Galileo, the man who was executed for doing science. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. All right. Please learn to trade, guys. Please make your own decisions. Please be responsible for your own decisions. And I am happy to see you all on the next one. You're welcome to subscribe, hit the like button, and share. All right. Thank you all for watching, and see you all